Hello and welcome to ITV News Meridian.
Tonight's headlines in the southeast. More than a decade after 96-year-old Nellie Herriott went missing, her family's relief as the Brighton pensioner is officially declared dead.
It's been really frustrating and upsetting to be prevented from actually being able to commemorate her life officially and lawfully.
The daughter of murdered MP Sir David Amess calls for a public inquiry, saying those behind the anti-terror programme Prevent still have questions to answer.
Also, the scammers preying on lonely hearts, a warning about so-called romance fraud. Nearly 1,500 people duped in Sussex alone.
He's not going to sell much ice cream going at that speed, is he?
And the comedy great still having the last laugh, just like that. Good evening. The family of a 96-year-old woman who went missing in Brighton nearly 13 years ago have told ITV Meridian they can finally commemorate her life after she was officially declared dead.
Nellie Herriott was believed to be suffering from dementia when she was last seen getting off a bus in April 2012. No trace of her was ever found.
Her relatives have spent the last 5 years battling in court for the formal declaration of her death. They say they now have closure. With more, Tom Savides.
What exactly happened to Nellie Herriott? She was last seen getting off a bus in Brighton 13 years ago. Then the trail goes cold. Her family has faced years of anguish, not knowing how or why she went missing. Now, after a 5-year legal battle, her great-nephew George Holland has finally received documents from the High Court stating Nellie can be declared dead.
It's been really frustrating and upsetting. It's bad enough when you lose a relation, all the more baffling and bewildering when the circumstances are so mysterious. But to be prevented from actually being able to commemorate her life officially and lawfully simply because of an administrative blunder, because we were finally given an apology in the summer last year, accepting that the court staff had actually lost the paperwork, and only then could I resubmit it, and we now at last have an outcome.
It's thought Nellie, who was 96 and lived alone, had dementia, but she was fiercely independent. On the day she went missing, she'd been at the Churchill Square shopping centre, from where she caught the #1 bus. The bus headed to this area of Whitehawk, where it's believed Nellie got off 2 miles from where she lived. She was never to be seen again. To this day, mystery still surrounds her disappearance.
The circumstances are so bizarre and so suspicious, I would say. If it's simply been an accident, surely her body would have been found pretty quickly.
Despite an extensive police search, Nellie wasn't found alive. A body has never been located. In the past, Sussex police said they'd investigated more than 90 reported sightings and looked at many hours of CCTV. After 13 years, Nellie Herriott's family can now apply for a death certificate, bringing some closure to their heartache. But given the passage of time, it's unlikely they'll ever find out what happened to her. Tom Savides, ITV News, Brighton.